Hey guys, welcome back to Keeping Up with Chaldeans. Obviously, we're not at our normal studio. We're on location here with Mark Hajjar from Inkpressions. We have Junior Binno, as always, as the co-host. And we are, today we're going to be launching our merch line. So we brought you on location to meet Mark Hajjar, talk a little bit about his company, how he got started, what he offers, and just the coolness of what the Chaldean community is into.
Yeah.
So, hey, Mark, thanks for joining us today.
Thanks for having me.
Thanks for having us at your house.
Yes.
At your place of business.
Yes, it was
Very
fun.
cool. So, start off by telling us a little bit about how this all came about.
Well, my brother started the business,
And who's your brother?
Fred Frost,
For us.
in college.
Yep.
Basically, selling T-shirts online.
Yeah.
And then once he graduated with an engineering degree, he basically just never got a job after and continued the business. Went from a small warehouse to a bigger warehouse and kept growing. Moved about 10 different times.
What kind of T-shirts was he selling?
Basically, it was Dukes of Hazzard shirts,
Oh, yeah.
WWE wrestling stuff.
Nice.
And
Those
then-
were all licensed stuff that you guys had?
all licensed.
Right out the
We
gate.
would just buy and sell.
Yep.
So before it was just a buy and sell thing. We just and then
So he was practically just a online retail, or even was he a brick and mortar or
no,
Nope, just online
Online,
retail.
okay.
Yep. Yep,
Yeah,
I remember
that's
when it
nice.
first came out.
and then I came in and I would help him pack stuff. And I decided, you know what? Why don't we sell costumes also? Mm-hmm. He's like, do some research. So
Yeah.
I did. I started going to the warehouse more often and basically started a costume company.
Yep.
Where I started manufacturing my own costumes and licensing certain costumes.
What,
And
like what was the first costume you ever licensed?
the first costume was a Borat mankini.
Borat Mankini.
Yeah, come on, man.
Borat?
Yeah,
The
the
bright
thing that
green
just,
mankini
the one that
that
would just
Borat
come
wore.
down.
What is that?
Well, pretty much it was like Speedo on strings.
Oh, Borat.
Borat.
Oh, Mankini.
Man-
I got it,
Mankini.
And not a bikini, but
No,
a Mankini. Yeah,
Mankini.
yeah. The
He
one he
would-
wore on the beach or whatever.
Yes,
yeah,
he'd do the interviews with people at times
Borat.
and stuff
yeah,
too.
yeah. Okay,
so.
gotcha.
That was the
Okay.
first license, so
Uh-huh.
we bought a bunch of those, sold them online, and then we got into licensing.
And then you made a lot of money off of Borat Mankinis, and you had a big laugh, obviously.
What before we get into Inkpressions, let's where you're at right now. It wasn't Inkpressions before all this. So you started off under a different brand. Inkpressions is now an umbrella under your main company and stuff. So let's talk about what that was when it first started. Your online web name and
Basically, my brother Fred started a website called dukesofhazzardstore.com. And once the movie came out, it exploded. And then Warner Brothers was like, you got to take down the site. And he was like, wow, what am I going to do if I have to take down my site? So he ended up opening tvstoreonline.com.
okay.
And Warner Brothers was generous enough to transfer all the traffic from dukesofhazzardstore.com to tvstoreonline.com.
That was
Okay.
good.
And
That's
that's
huge.
when the movie was coming out. So, and then once my brother got a little bit busier, I started helping out and started working on costumes and creating costumes and basically helping out with employees. So he's more back end. He works on the website development, and I work more with the employees. And
So you're a front end guy, he's a back end guy. That's why you're on the show and he's out golfing.
exactly.
Right. Gotcha.
I got the love tap from him when we walked in. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? Give a nice little
I said,
pound shake.
you're coming on, Fred. He said, no, I'm not.
No, he ain't
No,
for
I'm
it.
not.
What do you mean? For the record, it took us a minute because these boys are so busy with what they do and all the time that they have. It took a minute to get you guys onto the show
Yeah.
Because of how busy you guys
Seasonal,
are. Yeah,
we
I'm saying
got
your
lots-
season's
lots of
coming
stuff
up right
going on.
now where a lot's going to be coming for the holidays. Your brother did his engineering degree, converted over to this. What was your degree as you were going through college and you made the change to this side of it?
I had a finance degree. I worked for Ford for a year after I graduated, and then I opened up Double Apple Cafe, which is a hookah lounge.
Yep, a lot of
and-
people know that. Over by where Library Pub is on 15 and Haggerty.
Right.
It's called XS now, I believe, or
Yep,
some-
it is.
Yep,
I don't know.
yep.
So
Then
then
into the hookah game.
No, but they were one of the originals, and I remember
Crushed
everybody was always talking about going to see you guys there.
Nice.
So then after that, what came after the hookah?
I started working with my brother, started creating costumes, and then in 2012 we started uglychristmassweater.com, which really took off.
Yeah.
So it's the Ugly Christmas Sweater Company. We create sweaters and sell them online. Now we do retail sweaters or wholesale sweaters also. We make sweaters for like Uber, Progressive Insurance, and they give them to their employees for.
Wow, so
Very
that's
nice.
good. So you guys also do, and I know we had talked a while back because I do my business with your company for Detroit OG. So I've seen
you.
some of the stuff that you guys have branded come along. So when we talked years ago, you had converted something over from your standard ugly Christmas sweaters to now making them in-house, tailored to what the customer is looking for.
Yep.
Is that something that, like, on an individual, you offer that too, right?
Yeah, well, initially we had so much inventory, we decided we're creating all these shirts, bringing in large quantities.
Yep.
Why don't we purchase Inkpressions, which is t-shirt place, screen printing, DTG. We could do one-offs. When something sells, we could print and we could ship it ourselves. And then we also started offering things like we do for Detroit OG, like we do for Roots Jiu-Jitsu, and other companies in our community like Ooze. And, things like that.
And you guys are now doing the program where you can do fulfillment. You started that recently. Is that launched yet? Is it right now available to your clients walking in?
Here it is.
Yep,
The guinea
we're
pig.
using it ourselves, definitely. So I mean, we're going with you. But is this now fully available? I know you were in some of the beginning stages when we talked. So where are you at right now with everything?
It is. Right now we just launched with Keeping Up with the Chaldeans. I'm sure you guys are going to put the link on the bottom of the page.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Yep.
Yep.
We're gonna have that other definitely.
All the links, all the
Yep, including your
impressions,
stuff
ugly
too.
sweaters, all
Yep.
that other good stuff.
So when somebody purchases something, it basically looks like it's coming from Keeping Up with the Chaldeans. It'll show your return address. We could put in some flyers and different things in there.
Okay.
And we ship it out for you. You don't see the shirt or anything. We quality check it and everything. And all you see is the sale online.
Nice.
Right, so if anyone wants to set up a store for themselves, for their own business, look it up. It's Inkpressions.
Inkpressions.com.
Inkpressions.com. And is there a form there for them to request a store?
There is.
Okay.
Whoa.
You'll find it there and set up your own store and start making money off your
I'm gonna
merch.
tell you what's unique about that. That's great that he's doing that. Is instead of stocking this, it's very hard. I learned this along the way. It's not as easy when you start up a business like that, clothing or any type of apparel.
Financially, you got
Yeah,
it's a
well, the
big
stock-
investment.
You're holding, you're holding tens of thousands of dollars worth of shirts waiting
Right.
to either print or have them printed.
Yep.
Where when they do it, they let you get on your feet, get started, and be able to do that on that.
Sure.
Kind of pay as you go,
Yep.
So the program is sweet. So tell us some of the things that you guys are getting involved in. We did a live feed earlier with your place. I mean, we see you got 2 warehouses. I mean, one was, oh my God, I couldn't even talk to you. There was ugly sweaters upon ugly sweaters down there. What's some of the stuff coming up for the future of what you guys got coming?
Every day we just try to develop new products. We're working on a couple different patents right now. Once I come out with them, I'll call you guys again.
Yep.
Come back, but
Yep.
Sure.
a couple different things that we're coming out with for the holiday season, for the Halloween season, and we're always just stirring
You
it
got
up.
all kids' costumes. You have. Why don't you rattle off some of the items that you have and that you sell, so people can find that and support you as a Chaldean business?
If you go to like tvstoreonline.com, you can see a lot of the costumes that we create. Our Halloween wholesale company is Costume Agent. We create a lot of the costumes ourselves. Yeah.
So if someone's opening up a pop-up Halloween store, they can order bulk from you and put it in their store.
They can.
Yeah.
Currently, we sell like Spirit Halloween, Party City, and a few of the other Halloween costume companies.
Gotcha.
And have you guys ever thought about yourselves going inline anywhere ever, like in a retail brick and mortar store, or are you just going to strictly stay wholesale with what you're doing?
A couple years ago, we did have a lot of brick and mortar. We had kiosks in malls. We also had a couple brick and mortar stores for Christmas sweaters. We actually got to the point where we had 21 locations. It was hard for us to focus on mine, and we kind of like scratched that idea and went from 21 to 0 real quick.
Yeah, it's a way bigger reach online, obviously.
Right.
Yeah.
We also did a costume store once, tried it out. Costume stores are difficult, they're seasonal,
Yep.
and you have to find the right employees to run them. So
Of course, that's in many businesses. You guys had also something with the old school T-shirts too. Didn't you have like an '80s or something, or an old? What was that one? Is it still available?
well, any TV show or movie you could think of from back in
on
the
it.
day, we have shirts for.
Yeah.
A lot of them we partner up with, and we have licensing for. Others we just buy and sell. We have them available on tvstoreonline.com.
So for our audience that don't understand when you say like licensing and what that entails when you license a product, so just so they know from their end, it's not like you can just take a Detroit Lions figure and put it on a shirt and slap Detroit OG and say, here you go. I'll most likely get sued or get a cease and desist order.
Right.
So if you can explain to them what licensing does and how it benefits the company.
Basically, you give a company like, for example, Disney, you offer them an upfront sum amount of money. For Disney, they would probably require something around like $100,000. Let's say, for example, I'm just throwing out a number.
Yeah.
And that includes 10% of your sales for a certain amount of time. So let's say you sell $120,000 worth of merchandise, you would owe them an additional $2,000.
Sure.
If it's at a 10% rate. It's just different rates and different deals that you're working out with the licensee.
So you're guaranteeing them $100,000 or whatever.
Yes.
Okay.
To use that. But in the return, it benefits you because whether a movie pops off or like you said, or some type of memorabilia that can be made out of it.
You're still gonna owe them.
Right. No, you're still going to owe them saying to you, but the benefit is now he's got the branding with their logos and stuff and all
course,
that
yeah.
and can help just fire away and launch off. So
You do the product development, they approve the products, you sell the products, you sell them wholesale or retail, and yeah.
And do they have to just approve every single graphic that you guys design or shirts and stuff? Does it got to go through them first, whoever you're licensed to?
Yeah, so if you do something like Disney, they're very, very hard to work with. We don't have a Disney license. We have a few Fox licenses, Paramount licenses. But if you work with like YouTubers right now, we're working with like Ninja, PewDiePie, and it's a little bit easier to work with them because they're pretty much going to approve anything where Disney or Fox are a little bit more worried about any
Image.
very little details.
Talk a little bit about you said PewDiePie or CutiePie?
PewDiePie, yeah.
PewDiePie. So PewDiePie and Ninja, what are you going to develop or come up with? What products and services?
Well, who are
what
they?
products you're going to offer? Yeah.
And who are the two
Well,
people?
PewDiePie is the number one YouTuber with the most subscribers out of any other YouTuber.
Okay.
Basically, we offer his Christmas line. We have Christmas sweaters. We have Christmas jumpers, socks, hoodies, different products like that. Ninja is actually a gamer, a Fortnite gamer, and he has a big following. We also offer kids and adult Christmas sweaters, pajamas, scarves, socks, different merch. We signed a deal with them where they guaranteed post at least a specific amount of times, and we sign licensing deals with them, and hopefully it goes well.
That's good. Good. So we'll talk about some of this stuff here right now. We created ourselves through you guys, sweaters, and we've got some coffee mugs and stuff coming up right now. This is stuff that you can do for pretty much any person that's going to be walking in right now. I like the way you gave us the opportunity with this. So you made it very easy. This is why I like dealing with you guys. The ease of it. You showed us pretty much what our cost is, what our sale is, and what our commission pretty much is based off of this. We're not looking hefty, we're not gouging anything, but you made it so it's so easy for us and the consumer. And the best part about it, what you said, is it's seamless. It looks like it's coming from Anthony and I that we're shipping the stuff out with this. So that's a big advantage with that. I see you do. Let's give it out. Give a shout out to
Happy, of course.
Yep, big Happy.
Happy's Pizza, baby.
Yep, Happy's Pizza in the building. So you do deal with already a few Chaldean clients. I'm sure more than just a few.
Yeah. A few that have been on the show also.
Yep.
Like Jonathan Gasso came by.
Oh yeah. I think he gave you a shout out, didn't he, on the show? He talked about that, or Chris Abro, I think, was in the logo.
Chris Abro came by.
Okay.
Tyson and Alex came by.
Nice.
So yeah, your show's actually getting me a lot of business.
Awesome.
Good. So that's helping out. That's awesome. Give us some of the other things. What is Fred's day to day like? I mean, give us a little background on. I know he's your brother and great guy. You guys do stuff with the community. You guys donate. I see a lot of stuff that you guys do for within the community. Give us a little background about him and you yourself with what you guys have involved with our community as, any events that you do or anything that we do.
Yeah, I mean, we try to get involved in a lot of different things, whatever we can. We have a lot of friends within the community, so anytime somebody gives us a call, we just try to hop on.
Wow.
Yeah,
That's nice.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Just like you guys.
Yeah,
Thanks, man.
I appreciate it.
So let's just get into the CFL for a minute, if that's
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
So-
Sorry about the other day.
Oh, yeah, no worries.
I couldn't witness it. I had to miss it. I was at church.
Can't win them all. I mean, this year we really can't win too many, but when's your career start? how many championships you have, who's your favorite player to play with, who's your favorite player to play against?
Actually, when I was about 17 or 18, JR called me and he said, hey, we need extra guys. Can you come by the field? So I would just go hang out in the field.
Ramsey Kizzy.
Yep.
Yep.
Ramsey Kizzy would call, and I would play reserve for multiple teams whenever I could show up. So I'd be there. And
I remember you always on the sideline,
Yep.
always eager to play,
yep,
always ready to get involved.
right. And I have 3 chai cups,
Okay.
one with yellow, one with green, and one with white.
Oh, nice. So that's Nate, Lance, and Joe Jonah.
Correct.
Nice. That's
The three of the greatest. So.
yeah.
Who was your toughest opponent out of all those years you guys faced in the Chai Cup and just in general?
Toughest team?
Team, yeah.
Probably white. I mean yellow. Sorry. I mean going against Nate, everyone has a different plan than any other week, and
Yeah.
the guy's just a freak of an athlete.
He really
Yeah.
is.
I mean, if anybody's seen him run, they'll understand.
Oh, yeah.
Right.
He can cross one side to the other in a
Stop
field.
and go.
Yeah, he can. And who was your favorite players or teammates that you played with or alongside with?
I mean, Joey Jonah, always looked up to him. I played with Anthony. Always looked up to him when I first started, and it was just always fun playing with those guys. You know, a lot of the old school guys that aren't there, like even Russ I played with, which was
Oh
a
man,
lot
I
of fun
remember
playing
Russ,
with
quarterback
those guys.
Russ.
He's still out there.
Is he?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's
Yeah,
a referee now.
He is.
Oh no way.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Oh, yeah.
Well, that's awesome.
Yeah.
We want to get a shoot going live with that too. You know, let people know, show what you guys do every Sunday.
That'd be great.
What the coaches do on a Sunday to get that going too.
I always thought we should have like a 30 for 30.
Yeah, that'd
It'd
be
be
cool.
cool.
That'd be cool. I just watched Dennis Rodman's yesterday.
Did you?
Oh, it was
Yeah,
great.
God, it was great.
Yeah, it's
Reminds
crazy.
me of our childhood.
Right?
So, future of you guys. What's any expansions? I mean, you
they're
get.
growing
Yeah, I would
now.
say you're so huge with where you're at right now. How much more growth, or where does growth go from here? And if you can let the audience know, maybe a little hint of help, like if they're starting something like this, to come see you, you know, or whatever it may be. But
Yeah, definitely. I have a lot of people in the community come and ask for help, and I'm always willing. Growth-wise, the more I grow, the more I try to delegate.
Yep.
you have to.
Really, that's at the point I am right now, where is trying to delegate different work to different people, so I could possibly get into different realms and different things.
Beautiful, beautiful. And if you can give these guys some advice, man, give
The younger generation.
Yeah, the younger
guys
generation
coming up.
Yeah.
What would you say to your younger self?
Yeah.
How about that?
Basically, just keep working hard. I mean, I remember days where my brother and I were in the warehouse for 3 days straight, just working, trying to get Halloween costume orders out. And yeah, I mean, a lot of the young generation have been given a little bit more, I feel like, than we have in our generation.
Sure,
so it's a little bit harder for them to have experienced that struggle. But yeah, I think more to the parents, like, let your kids struggle a little bit.
Yeah. So what about your personal life, your family life? You want to shout out your wife and your kids?
Yeah, my beautiful wife, Luane, and my kids, Sebastian and MJ. They've
Yeah.
made it out to the field a couple times
Always
this
out
year.
there.
Yeah.
Always out there running around.
Yeah, good
Have their
kids.
donuts, have their Gatorade, have their everything.
How about
well taken care of.
How about a shout out to the people you do business with, maybe in our community, people that
Or anyone you want to shout out.
Yeah, anyone you shout out, or people you want to show love to that help you through your day to day with this.
Yeah, I mean, definitely, like I mentioned before, the Roots Jiu-Jitsu guys. We're working on a couple things right now. You guys, like Junior with Detroit OG, Vince and Danny at Ooze. We work with them. Yeah, I mean, the community's been great, and with the
Who's
Chaldean
helped you
business-
along the way? Like your mom, your dad, your what?
I've always looked up to my brother in
Okay.
business, and
That's nice.
he's always been the one that I kind of like try to replicate.
Mm-hmm.
And he brought me in this business, and I just feel like I need to work harder, and because
Mom, no,
he's there.
yeah.
It's very
Well, your
cool.
mom was a big supporter. I always understood
She
that.
is, yeah.
She was helping you guys from the hookah spot out at times.
Yeah.
To supporting you boys with a lot of stuff.
No,
That's
yeah,
big. Big
great
have a mom around to be able to give you
Sure.
that push, and you got your kids are awesome. You're one of us, like your damn twin. Yeah.
And now won a robotics competition, right?
Yeah, he actually won 2 years in a row. now.
2 years in a row. Wow.
Yeah.
Wow, that's pretty awesome.
Sebastian, and then
Sebastian.
MJ won with him this year. He was actually his teammate. So
Oh, nice.
yeah.
Bringing them along. It's very cool.
That is cool. Anything that you want to recap or anything that we didn't express about your business that you'd like us to go over?
Maybe a component we forgot about that we didn't see or we can't see.
Not necessarily. I just like for people to go buy some merch and check it out and see where that goes with the keeping up with the Chaldean stuff.
Cool.
Maybe we could come out with some different designs and things like that without the big logo, and come up with some different things and figure it out for you.
Maybe we can catch some sort of catch line or catch
catchphrases
tag or
of ours.
catchphrase.
Yeah.
Something. If anyone has anything, throw it down in the comments. We'll throw it out there. Maybe it'll be keeping up with the Chaldeans on the front and Cast Lake Bro or something like that on the back.
Well, that's how we got the keeping up with the Chaldeans,
Yeah.
right? Darlene came on and put on. So let's keep it
Darlene
continuing.
Salem Bahri.
Yep.
Thank you, girl.
Yep. So, and
What about what does it mean to you to be Chaldean?
I mean, from when I grew up, when I was in college, I was part of CASA, the Chaldean American Student Association, and
Did you know Freddie then?
Freddie.
Freddie R.
I think so.
Okay. He's the founder of CASA, right? Is what
Oh,
he told us.
Yep.
Wow.
Yep. Him and I think it was Renee and was it Renee and Tuner?
Renee, yeah.
Yep.
Well, Renee was Adopt a Refugee.
Oh,
right?
that's right.
Yeah.
Yes, she was the boss.
Tanya something.
Yes.
I forgot. We're sorry we forgot your name.
So when I came into Wayne State, it was the Caicos girls were in charge, and I came in and
Who are the Caicos girls?
it was Belinda Caicos and her sisters, and
Okay.
I came in and I became president as a freshman, and it was
Really?
pretty cool. Yeah.
Wow.
And thanks. We really struggled to try to get the Chaldean name preserved and make good of the Chaldean name. So anything we did, we wanted to have a smile on our faces when we went to like homeless shelters or Ronald McDonald House, and go out there and teach people who we are and show them our kindness rather than just explaining to them what we do, just showing them that, look, we're kind.
Yeah, we were like the
Chaldean.
first generation that polluted the Chaldean name, and then you guys came up back behind us and
Started
cleaned
cleaning
it
up.
up. Yeah.
So the kindness that he's talking about, I want to just share a story if I can.
Sure, absolutely.
So
It's your show.
my brother Omar, he's visually impaired, so he goes online. He does a lot of his orders because it's hard for him to shop. So he had an event coming up. It was an old school event. He wanted to be Hulk Hogan, so he needed some Hulkamania stuff.
Yeah.
Well, he found it online, not knowing that this was Mark
Chaldean
and Fred's.
owned and-
Chaldean owned. So the order was shipped. It was already sent out. I got a text message with a screenshot of the order, and it was from Mark.
Yep.
And Mark was kind enough to say, "Let your brother know." I went ahead. Now, mind you, this isn't for everybody. It's just 'cause he's my boy. No, I'm just joking. This is him being humble. He said when he gets, just let him know I reversed the charge on the credit card. Now, to identify that with all the thousands and thousands of orders gone out, and you see Omar Binno, and you figure, hey, Big O gets a free pass.
Yeah.
That's huge, and I
very
thank
nice.
you for that. And that just goes to show like the humble side that you guys and the kindness that you're talking about that you guys put out there. So
Mark's
small
always
gesture.
there. You're a great guy, man.
Yeah, small gesture went a
Thank you.
long way. I think Jordan, do you have a question or you had a
Yes, I
question?
did actually. With all the merchandise that you make, what's your favorite kind of merchandise that you like to sell the most?
Thanks, Jordan.
Yeah.
So my biggest kick out of selling merchandise is creating something that hasn't been out there before, and goes from an idea in your head to pre-samples to actually seeing people wear them and it's selling is just my rush, So that's what really like gets me going. So Halloween costumes really is like my main focus, and Christmas sweater design. So we think of different crazy ideas like a 3D sweater with a moose head coming out and then the moose coming out of the back also.
Right.
And we had Kelly and Michael wear it on their show and come dance. And
Oh, no
it's
kidding.
just like, wow, this was a crazy idea we were drinking and thinking of. And then it became that.
And tell them who Kelly and Michael is so that they know.
Kelly Ripa and Michael Strahan.
Yeah.
They're from the
So they wore the sweaters.
They did. Yeah.
Wow, that's
Yeah.
amazing.
Yeah, I remember he did. I think I saw the video. He wore it
It's
as a
very, very
big
cool.
fella in this thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A moose and a moose.
That's exactly what it is. That's exactly what it is. Cool. Well, anything else we need to touch up on, or?
No, I appreciate you guys coming
Cool,
out.
man.
We'll
Thank you
post
for
all
the
your li-
tours. Thank
Yep.
you for the setting us up at the store.
Yep, and
Thanks,
we'll
guys.
have all
Thank
your
you for
links
everything.
up and everything, so
Appreciate
people
it.
know where
Thank
to
you.
find you and all the stuff that they need to get.
Thanks, brother.
It's
Thanks,
awesome.
man.
Appreciate it.
Keep up the great work, brother.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks.
We'll see y'all later.
Signing off.
Peace out.